Proud of the way our guys fought and battled, never gave up. Did a terrific job fighting back from 18 points down to make it a 1-point game with about 4 minutes left. But you know, the difference in the game was rebounding, and even when we cut it to 1, they made a couple crucial baskets on the glass. We just made a couple too many defensive errors, and that included not being able to wrap up plays.
Questions, you raise your hand, we'll bring the microphone.
Coach, can you talk a little bit about ODU's efficiency on offense in the first half? They were very efficient.
They were, yeah. They did a great job executing and got the ball to Hassel. He had 14 points in a half, and that was a huge difference. We didn't do a very good job guarding him. I thought when we went down there and played in January, we did a great job with different guys defending him. But these last 2 games at our place and tonight, he's gotten the better of us. And, you know, their whole team, they were very efficient. They were good against our pressure and didn't turn the ball over.
Shaka, can you talk about what the mood was like in the locker room at halftime?
Well, we knew we had to fight. We have a group of guys that are very competitive, and there was no giving up, that's for sure. We knew we had to fight and battle. Ed Nixon had just been elbowed and bloodied, and I thought that was a good kind of point to use with our guys, that, you know, they're taking it to us. You know, they're bloodying our guys, and I'm not saying that was an intentional move by the Old Dominion player, but we got to fight back in a figurative sense. And I thought we did that in the second half after we got down 18. They made a run on us for the first few minutes of the half, but did a good job fighting back. But again, a couple too many defensive errors. It's going to be a tough tape to watch because we're going to see some things that we certainly could have done better, could have addressed. You know, lane violations, missed free throws that we usually do better.
You hear a lot of times in a game like this that you dug too deep a hole. Is there any such thing like that in a game like this?
Yes and no. I think, you know, certainly you make it harder on yourself to come back when you're down 18, but we did. You know, we came back to within 1 point. So I think it was 4 minutes or so. It was a 1-point game. So it wasn't too deep a hole at that point. It was a 1-point game. It was a 1-possession game. All we had to do was go to the other end and get a stop. And unfortunately, we didn't get those crucial stops. We made a miss, but they got the rebound and tipped it in. You know, in a game like this, every basket that you score, every basket that you give up is a crucial one, whether it's late in the game or whether it's early in the game. And there's going to be a lot of plays that we'll look back at and wish we had back.
Coach, what makes them so good on the glass?
They're physical. First of all, they're big, strong bodies. You know, really positions 2 through 5. They're extremely physical, aggressive, athletic. You know, all you got to do is look at Frank Cassell. He's a monster. But and then they're relentless. And what they do is, when the shot goes up, they almost always have at least one body, sometimes 2, right on the other side of the basket. So they're already there. They don't have to fly in from the wing, and you got to do a good job rooting them out. And at times we did, times we didn't.
Can you talk a little bit about Brad's performance in this tournament? He's really coming around.
He's phenomenal. He's just a great player. And, you know, I've said all year, really last year, at the end of the year, I said this, he's got a chance to be as good as anybody in this league. He wasn't voted all conference. All I can say is I disagree with that, but he's been terrific. All 3 games, I thought he was our best player by far on the floor tonight. and stayed aggressive the whole game. The more we got him the ball, the better it was for us. And, you know, Brad's a guy that has done a lot of things in a VCU uniform. He's won a lot of games. He started every game. Glad to have him on my team.
Shaka, y'all expended an awful lot of energy to get back to get it down to 1. Did you feel like it kind of weighed in their favor a little bit at that point because they were able to hit the glass and
Energy-wise? Yeah, I think we did. You're right. We did expend a lot of energy to come back, and you know, that goes back to the previous question. You know, you have to work your butt off to reduce the deficit, and we did that. But you know, when you get in a championship game or when you get in a big game, any game in the month of March, you got to battle through any type of fatigue that sets in. You got to find a way. And I thought our guys, for the most part, did that, but there were a few plays where we just didn't get it done. And I don't think it was from lack of effort. I really don't. I think it was more a matter of not being able to carry through what we talked about doing.
Coach, you got 4 seniors on this team. There's a lot of emotion probably after this one. How is the team taking this, and how do you quickly put this behind you and advance to the next one?
Well, they're disappointed. I mean, they really are, and I'm disappointed for them. We all really wanted this for our seniors, and we've been talking about this for a long time, and we really felt coming into the game that we were going to get it done. So the mood in the locker room, as you can imagine, is a somber one. It's a mood of knowing that we let one slip away. I give all the credit in the world to Old Dominion. They won the game. They took the game. But our guys are in the locker room. They know, you know, we certainly could have done some things differently. And, you know, the seniors, they're competitive guys. They're winning guys. And their careers aren't over. We're gonna play again, and when their careers are over, I think all of us are gonna look back and appreciate all the winning that they did.
Shaka, what would you say? I think when you got here, you felt like you had to win the thing to get into the NCAA tournament. I guess there's at least one person out there who has you guys in the field at this point. What would you say about your worthiness of an NCAA tournament?
Well, I think I heard another coach say this the other day. I'm not going to play politics and talk about that, but I know that we've played against a lot of good basketball teams, and I think we've more than held our own. So as it relates to the postseason, I know we certainly should be in the discussion, and what we've done in these last few days does nothing but, you know, enhance our profile. But at the same time, there's a lot of great teams around the country in college basketball, and there's very few at-large bids to go around. So we'll leave that up to the people that are making that decision. We would love to do something about it, but honestly, after that final buzzer sounded, there's nothing we can do other than wait and see, and we'll find out on Sunday who and when and where we're going to play, and then we'll prepare to play that game.